So I'm sure you've seen videos that look like this.
Now imagine this is you, and these are all the bad things that have happened.
Or this.
Excuse me, ma'am. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
33.
33?
Or even this.
Today is the 100th day of documenting every single day of my life.
And you may be wondering how or why these creators are making the exact same video format. Like every single time, hello. But they aren't just videos, they are a strategy. Those formats have been proven to work and proven to go viral. And in this video, I'm going to compile a list of the top 6 performing viral video formats that have been proven to consistently go virals for both small creators and top creators. And I'm going to show you exactly why they work and how to use them in your own content. 1. The visual metaphor format.
Now imagine this is you, and these are all the bad things that have happened to you. So each one represents a memory of traumatic experiences that you've been through. And as you go about your life, the thing seems like it's overflowing. Memories just keep falling out when you don't want them to.
Okay, that's enough. Here's another one.
You should never, ever let yourself get stuck in a box. This is lesson 10 of the 24 lessons I learned in 2024. When we find something that works, or when we find something we're good at, it's easy to keep wanting to do that thing. But what we don't realize is that we might be building these walls. Everything feels safe between these walls, but the less we let ourselves experience.
In these 2 videos, the creators are simply using visual elements and props as analogies to explain what they are saying in the video. And these work because your brain remembers visuals a million times better than words. So when you show an idea instead of say it, people don't just understand it, it sticks in their brain. So next time you want to talk about burnout, maybe use a burning matchstick. The point is to use an everyday random object to explain something in a clever way that people wouldn't have thought about. The second format is called 2 characters.
Listen, I don't mean to bring this back up, but I got something I need to say.
Okay.
Regarding our conflict last night.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't think I fully understood your perspective, so I'd love to hear more about it.
No, absolutely not. Sorry, but I gotta set a...
And here's another example.
I'm gonna start posting on social media about my business. Yeah, me too. Want to see who can get better results? You're on. What are you gonna do?
This is the me versus me format. It is dramatic, funny, and super relatable. It's basically creators arguing with themselves. One person is the novice, the other person is the expert. And instead of just teaching you directly like a lecturer, they rather teach their novice and you get the points from there. It works because it is storytelling disguised as dialogue. And because there's a conflict, people subconsciously want to see who will win. So next time you want to depict motivated me versus tired me, or old coach versus new coach, you can just play 2 characters and it will be fun. 3. B-roll storytelling content.
Today is the 100th day of documenting every single day of my life while I'm trying to grow my business to $100,000 a month in college. The only way that this was possible was through creating as many systems as possible to make the vlogging process as frictionless as possible. And I'm a big fan of these minimum viable systems in any aspect of life. Minimum viable workouts that are just like 3 exercises gone.
And here's another example.
Today on cool I get to do because I'm not afraid to post my content. I'm attending Dreamville Festival with Bacardi. And trust me, at the top it isn't lonely because one thing about me, I bring my friends, my family, and my man. I surprised him with this trip, but really it's just a gift for me to drink cocktails and listen to music. I can't believe this is a taxable job. What the heck? Anyway, back to the festival. At Dreamville, Bacardi had...
So this is basically just storytelling, but your visuals show your process. It's cinematic, but at the same time, it feels real and feels personal. It kind of feels like a documentary too. And it works because the viewer feels like they are there with you. The story unfolds visually, which keeps dopamine levels high. The movement, the transitions, the visuals, boom, it feels like a movie. The 4th one is the multitasking format.
Nobody talks about the difference between a girl's comment section when they post versus a guy's. Like, they're both crazy, but in different ways. Because for girls, they'll post a selfie and the comments will be something like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, I'm literally gonna punch a hole in the wall. I'm literally ovulating looking at this. And as a guy,
And another example.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but you do not need a man who's going to be realistic about what you can achieve in life. You need a man who's going to be delusional about what you can achieve in life because he knows you want it, but you're just...
Okay, one more example, because that lady wasn't really multitasking.
Oh my god, you go to therapy? Is there something wrong with you?
This is 30 Lessons by 30.
When I was 23, I posted about therapy on my IG stories, and a friend replied saying, "You shouldn't post about therapy. It's unprofessional and people won't take you seriously." We've come a long way. But no, I don't think you need to be messed up to start therapy. Therapy is like going to the gym, but instead of these muscles is your mental and emotional ones. That has multiplier effects on the rest of your life, just like how getting...
This format is one sneaky genius. You're basically doing something while talking. You're either cooking, cleaning, painting, folding clothes, literally anything. Think about the creators who tell deep stories while they do their makeup. It is not an accident, it is a pattern interrupt. The activity creates movement, which keeps your attention, while the story keeps the emotion. And then you watch longer because it feels intimate. It feels like they are hanging out with you. It doesn't feel like a lecture. So next time you want to film a basic, boring talking head video, why not just make dinner and do that? The next one is called street style content.
Excuse me, ma'am. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
33.
33?
Yeah, 33.
And how did you get rich?
I run a tech company.
You run a tech company?
Yes.
How long have you been a business owner?
So I left Wall Street in 2013. Started.
You were on Wall Street?
Yes. My job was to keep rich people rich for a living.
So what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Just shy of $10 million.
$10 million?
Yeah, just shy.
Yeah, I go all...
And here's another example.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. What's your dream?
What's my dream? I've started my own clothing brand. My dream is to crack America.
How did you get it going, by the way?
I started it when I was like 23 years old.
This one, Chef's Kiss, because it gives social proof meets human curiosity. You literally take your camera to the world and ask people real life questions. It works because it is an instant pattern interrupt. People are not used to seeing real life in their feed. Also, there's an inbuilt storytelling element because you never know what the person will say. And the best part about this is that you can easily manufacture it. You can ask somebody else to be holding the camera while they interview you, and then you just act surprised. Don't tell them I told you that. And the last format is a whiteboard format.
Welcome to the Boyfriend Instruction Manual Chapter 3, Video Games. If you haven't seen the previous chapters, I suggest visiting those before proceeding. Let's get into it. Studies have shown that 99% of boyfriends are...
And another version looks like...
This is things you shouldn't say to your girlfriend, and all things Billy has said to me.
Okay, why should I not say that? You want me to... If I were to say you...
Just one more in case you don't get it.
These are ways to bring up that you have a girlfriend. If someone's flirting with you, simply say, "I have a girlfriend." If at a restaurant someone says something like, "May I take your order?" respond in kind with, "No thank you, I have a girlfriend." Sometimes you have to be more firm. If someone says something like,
Unfortunately, all the examples I saw related to relationships, but you can totally use this whiteboard format for any niche. It is a classic. Remember, like the whiteboard, classroom, lecturer, teacher. Yeah. When people see it, their brain whispers, "Oh, something smart is about to happen." And if you do it right, it's a progressive review of storytelling, one layer at a time. Plus nowadays everyone has a marker and a whiteboard in their house. And the next one is called podcast style content.
Can't pray for millions while living with $2 habits. And I only know that because I tried it. There was a time I was praying for breakthrough, praying for overflow, asking God.
And here's another one.
Why do you think eldest daughters in particular are more susceptible to falling into the ambition trap?
Have you heard of the wolf pack metaphor? Oh. So basically, when wolves walk, the one in the front understands the assignment and knows that they have...
I mean, do I really need to explain this? All you have to do is get a microphone, set up your camera, act like you're in a fancy podcast, and then talk to the camera. Like, no, it doesn't even have to be a real podcast. People trust people who hold microphones. And everyone has a podcast nowadays, so might as well. No, there's no more. That was already like 7 or 8 content formats I gave you for free. I need to start gatekeeping more. Okay, bye.